Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting update for Barcelona. We start with this report talking about President Laporta as the Barca president talks about the club's 1.5 billion euro investment. We are going to discuss more on what he said as we progress. Secondly, talking about Martin Zubimendi as Barcelona face stiff competition from Bayern Munich, who are now strongly interested in the 60 million rated target. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona's economic problems are well documented. Following Josep Bartomeo's reign as president, where they spent 130 million euros on Ousmane Dembele, 140 million euros on Philippe Coutinho, and 120 million euros on Antoine Griezmann. The club have found it difficult to buy and even register players without trouble, while they have spent a fair bit on transfers in recent years, including bringing in Ferran Torres for 55 million euros, Rafinha for 60 million euros, Robert Lewandowski for 55 million euros, and Jules Koundé for 65 million euros, among others. Club officials have been forced to put in money themselves to register them or negotiate contracts to lower salaries of existing players. While all of this is going on, Barcelona are also working on renovating the Spotify Camp Nou, which will see the club open a huge sporting and entertainment complex called Espai Barça. They have, therefore, moved to the Olympic Saint Montjuic until the project is complete. Barcelona is the most successful club in the world. Espai Barça is essential to keep Barcelona at the forefront of sporting world and a fundamental pillar of the club's economic recovery and future probability, President Joan Laporta had to say about it, as relayed by Marca. He also gave details about the project, like the expenditure and the size of the complex. He said, "It is the most relevant project in the world of sports and entertainment, with an investment of 1.5 billion euros. 18 hectares of land is the center of the city, with a 350,000 square meter roof. Recent reports have said that several big investors, including those from Qatar and Saudi Arabia, are interested in buying a part of the club that would elevate a part of the debt. However, Laporta suggested that the structure of the club is not changing, he said. It is fundamental for the continuity of the government model in which the club is owned by its 144,000 members. Of course, Barcelona are in a stage where it's not quite easy for the club to redeem itself since Laporta became the president back in 2021 for the second time. It has all about being trying to bring the club back to its feet in financial means, which have not been an easy task. Of course, currently Barcelona are not playing at their main stadium, the Camp Nou, as we all know, as the Espai Barca project is currently on the way. And of course, we have seen some pictures of the Camp Nou being demolished and trying to be renovated in such a classic way, where in some years to come, Barca will have, I think, the best stadium by far in the world of football. Of course, Laporta speaking in this interview trying to address certain issues in a bid to ensure that the club is moving in the right direction. The last president, Bartomeu, and his administration did everything wrong to destroy this club. And when the COVID came, we saw how the club was totally exposed. The crisis was worsened. And the task that the next president had to do was so huge. And that is why Laporta is still facing a lot of difficulties in order to bring back the club to its feet. But as I said, it is a slowly but surely process because I definitely think things are moving towards the right direction. Of course, Barcelona are currently facing a lot of crisis financially and even sportingly, as we have seen it quite a heavy dip in form. Laporta is very sure that things will come back to normal. He has always been the one to back Xavi up despite poor performance, and even though some fans are not happy about that, but Laporta has been there to back Xavi up, and he believes that Barca will come back to his best. That is his own opinion, though. He's a president, he makes the final decision, and of course, let's just see how it goes. And also, we see Laporta reiterating the fact that the model of owning Barca will not change for nobody because there have been a lot of reports, in the recent past claiming that Saudi Arabia and Qatar officials, like, those guys who deals with oil and gas, they are interested in buying huge shares for Barca. And of course, if actually they do so, Barcelona's debt will reduce a great deal. But according to what Laporta is saying, he said for him, he does not think it will change. Barca will remain the traditional way whereby it is being owned by members, by socios. It's not like an individual something like how the club like Man City, PSG, whereby those rich individuals buy huge shares. Then on to the final story of discussion. Over the last season, Barca's primary concern heading into the 2023 summer window was the defensive midfield position. Sergio Busquets departed the club on a free transfer, leaving behind a gaping hole. Barca, hindered by financial trouble, could not splash the cash on the big names in the market and ended up signing Oriol Romeo from Girona for 3.5 million euros. Romeo was never the club's top choice for the role, while there were rumors linking Barca with Joshua Kimmich, Ruben Neves, Guido Rodriguez. Xavi wanted a move for Real Sociedad Martin Zubimendi. With a release clause of 60 million euros, Barca could not even afford his signing, hoping they would be able to pursue it next year. However, now the Catalans face giant competition. Of course, according to a report by Sport, Bayern have entered the race for Zubimendi's signature and are looking to sign him in the winter to reinforce their midfield. Currently, Joshua Kimmich plays the role of number 6 for the German outfit, but Thomas Tuchel has publicly stated that he does not consider him an ideal fit for the role, saying that he is more suited for an advanced position. As such, they want to go into the market, hoping to sign a pivot who can match the profile of the player Tuchel wants. Further, Kimmich's contract with Bayern expires in the summer of 2025, and the player is not thinking about renewing right now. The player is not completely happy about his situation in Bavaria and could choose to leave soon. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.